to welcome our commissioner, Idanis Rodriguez.
Thank you. Yeah, bueno, Mayor Adams has said one there is too many, and traffic violence is not different from other type of violence, and that's why you were here from Chief Rivera, but this is about also Commissioner Cavan, NYPD for the first time in New York City. Traffic violence is including the constant. So when the police go through the report on violence for the first time in our city, now they are including traffic violence. So this is our commitment that we have on Mayor Adams, myself, and the 6,000 men and women at DOT to make the streets safer for pedestrians and cyclists. It's New York City. It's the most density city in the whole nation. But as I was sharing with some transportation leader across the nation, everyone acknowledged New York City has been able to get the lowest numbers of pedestrian fatality in 2023 since we started collecting data 113 years ago. When it comes to cyclists also, and I will get into more details, but last year we had the lowest numbers of cyclist fatality or those cyclists that they use in pedal bike. The number get higher with the electric bike. From 30 cyclists that unfortunately we lost in 2023, 23 of those cyclists, they were using electric bike. And seven of those cyclists, they were not hit by the vehicle. They were solely a person riding the bike. So, of course, we are here to announce that it is the first time in Vision Zero history that we focus only on electric bike. Working together, we innovated a street redesign and target enforcement. This campaign aimed to reduce injuries and fatalities on our roads. And when it comes to e-bike, those numbers have been far too high in recent years. So Vision Zero has a 3E. One is engineer. So we have the best thing in the nation at DOT redesigning danger intersection. We are one of the first city in the nation widening the bike lane in 3rd Avenue, 10th Avenue, and we made a proposal also for 2nd Avenue. So we are the leading one when it comes to being innovative, giving more space over our roadway for our cyclists. Cycling is more popular than ever in New York City. Last year, we had over 200 million bike trips in New York City, different from a couple of 100,000 that we have in the 1980s. So it means that electric bike is part of those, new motor transportation. It's not only pedal bike, it's a pedal assisting bike, or the bike is a scooter. So we also have to be ready for the new change that we have seen on how New Yorkers are moving around. Nearly 6% of New York City adults now report that they ride a bike or a scooter once a week or more. I was riding bike with the Ministry of Transportation on Ireland last year, 2 years ago. And he was saying that a person who rides a bike half an hour every day extends 6 years to their life. So biking is not a luxury. Biking is not only something of the upper class. Biking is good because individuals who bike save money, they live healthier, and it's good for the environment. And electric bike is part of those new bikes that our great New Yorkers and visitors are using. To accommodate this recent growth, DOT last year implemented double wide, as I said before, protected bike lanes right here on 10th Avenue, as well as over on 3rd Avenue, and also we presented the same plan to 2nd Avenue. We are leading in the nation when it comes to widening our bike lane. That's right. Before last year, neither of these major Manhattan corridor had any protected lanes. And now cyclists get lanes that are up to 10 feet wide. The agency also installed a record of 32 miles of protected bike lanes last year. And in the last year, we have built over 200 bike lane, protected bike lane. Let me give you the example. We have built more protected bike lane in New York City than the bike lane being built by all large cities in the nation together. But electrical bike come with some challenges, especially for new riders. They are faster than regular bikes, and so their stopping distance are longer. We saw the majority, over 70% of cycling fatalities in 2023, as I said before, involve electrical bikes. Even a traditional bike fatality reached an all-time low. We even saw a record numbers of single bike fatal crashes involving electrical bikes where no other moving vehicle, pedestrian or cyclist, was involved. By following the data, we work to take action on this critical issue. Of course, as I said before, this is not the only action we are taking around electrical bike. I know that one of the questions would be, but what are you doing on the engineer? What are you doing on enforcement? You were here from Chief Rivera, and also when it comes to engineer, again, we are taking every day into improving a danger intersection. On the Mayor Eric Adams' leadership, we are cracking down on illegal batteries. But at the same time, we're working on solutions. Just 2 weeks ago, when we saw that we opened a new and safe charging station for delivery workers using electrical bike. Now, our next step, this step, is about get smart before you start. Get smart before you start. This is a campaign that we would like to see New Yorkers and visitors with the tools they need to use an electrical bike safe with a safer choices. The creative materials features compelling images and instruction audio to inform users how to properly accelerate, brake, and operate an electrical bike at an appropriate speed. This educational campaign will be on TV, print, radio, digital news, outlets, social media, subways apps, and Link NYC kiosks, with ads running in 6 different languages, including English, Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese, Bangla, and Creole, to get the public safely message to a greater numbers of New Yorkers. DOT's Safely Educational and Outreach Unit, who are here today, led by King. As you see this group here, they are not only educating the liberitas in the street, but they are at the senior centers. They are at a school. They work with hundreds of schools in New York City, educating students, parents, and in this particular case, delivery workers. They will also conduct direct community educational to help newer riders know what to expect when they operate an electrical bike. I want to thank Tomas Garitas for putting together this success campaign. I also want to thank Kim, Wiley, Schwartz, and others across the agency for the great work that they're doing. En 1 minute, en español, estamos aquí para asegurarnos de que la ciudad conozca de que por primera vez en la historia de la ciudad de Nueva York estamos haciendo una campaña educando a aquellos que andan en bicicleta eléctrica sobre cómo usarla de una forma más segura. Lo estamos haciendo porque en la ciudad de Nueva York, bajo el alcalde Rick Adams, en el 23 logramos tener el número más bajo de peatones muriendo por ser chocados. También tuvimos el número más bajo de ciclistas muriendo, aquellos que usan la bicicleta de pedales. Sin embargo, el número más alto fue en la bicicleta eléctrica. De 30 ciclistas que murieron el año pasado, 23 estaban en la bicicleta eléctrica y 7 de ellos no fueron chocados. sino que perdieron el control. Por eso es de que hoy estamos haciendo esta campaña donde estarán en todos los idiomas, en inglés, incluyendo en español, en mandarín, en cantonés, en criol, en bangladesh y en otros idiomas, para asegurarnos de que el mensaje llegue bien claro. Nueva York ha cambiado. 200 millones de viajes de bicicleta ocurrieron en el 2023. Nosotros hoy estamos responsables, bajo el alcalde Ray Adams y nuestra persona, de seguir rediseñando las carreteras para tener espacio para que la persona camine, ande en bicicleta, igual que aquellos también andan en vehículos, pero también hacemos un trabajo de enforzamiento de la ley con la policía y también lo hacemos de una forma educacional. 2 semanas atrás lanzamos la campaña, el plan piloto, donde estamos dando lugares como en Cooper Union, en Washington Night y en otros lugares donde los deliveristas pueden cargar también sus baterías de la bicicleta eléctrica. Hoy seguimos trabajando para asegurarnos de que Nueva York siga siendo la líder en la nación, asegurándonos de que el que ande caminando, ande en bicicleta, ande en vehículo, en transportación pública, estén todos seguros. Now, let's hear from Chief Rivera, who is a great partner with us at the NYPD.
Thank you, Commissioner. Chief Philip Rivera, Chief of Transportation for the NYPD. Good afternoon. We all know that a license is not required in order to operate an e-bike. You can purchase the bike and take it for a ride right away. Your new e-bike can reach a top speed of 25 miles per hour. Do you know that that is equivalent to the average speed of a professional bike rider in the Tour de France? Professional riders train for years. They are accustomed to emergency maneuvers at high speeds and necessary distance to stop safely. Are you a professional rider? Even if you are, take a moment to learn about e-bike safety before your inaugural ride, because doing so could save your life and prevent serious injuries. In 2023, New York City recorded 30 bike fatalities versus 19 the year before. Traditional bike fatalities decreased 7 versus 10. However, e-bike fatalities increased significantly, 23 versus 9 the year before. A significant amount of these fatalities were single bike collisions or were the result of the rider losing control. One fatality is too many, but this significant increase necessitates this call to action we are doing right here. In partnership with the New York City Department of Transportation and our stakeholder groups, our mission is to help you stay safe. If you own an e-bike or are considering purchasing one, we encourage you to wear the proper safety equipment. Helmets are required by law for Class 3 e-bikes, which can reach a top legal speed of 25 miles per hour. Familiarize yourself with the features of the bike. Take a bike safety course or take a test ride in an open area to practice turns and braking. You must obey the rules of the road. Yes, you must stop at stop signs and red lights. You must travel in the same direction as vehicular traffic. We want to help you educate yourselves so you can keep safe out there. But unfortunately, sometimes the best form of education is a traffic summons. We will be out there enforcing the law. We'd rather not have to issue summonses, but if that summons will serve as a reminder of your responsibility to yourselves and others who you share the road with, we will write it. And in 2024, we have issued over 1,600 bike summonses so far this year. A reminder to our drivers, you must share the road with cyclists, and you may not park in bike lanes. We have issued over 400 parking summonses to vehicles parked in bike lanes year to date, or you could be subject to boots or towing. Awareness campaigns like these can save lives. Please forward the safety information that was shared here to anyone you know who rides an e-bike or may be considering purchasing one. Encourage responsible riding. These are exciting times for cyclists, and together we can make the road safer for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Any question?
¿Puede hablar, por favor, de cuántas ciclovías han implementado en este último tiempo, si usted comparó con otras ciudades?
Claro, nosotros hemos hecho 200